Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your monthly reading for February 2023. This is for Taurus, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional occultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading. Taurus, I do this because I love you and I want you to feel like it's a personal reading rather than a general spread. Also, astrology and tarot have gone hand in hand for centuries. In fact, astrology came first. It's been around for thousands of years. That's why every tarot came out in the 14th century, by the way, medieval times. We love it. And so every tarot card is actually assigned an astrological element, a ruling planet. We go really deep when the two are combined, and they both align with the tree of life. Now, Taurus, February, come on, listen, this is going to be a really good month. It's going to be an amazing month. Oh my goodness. I hope you are excited. You, Taurus, first of all, some of y'all, I'm not going to lie, will be finding your soulmates this month. It is almost a guarantee for a lot of Tauruses. The reason why, listen, Venus is very active this month, okay? Venus is in Pisces. Venus is exalted in Pisces, okay? And that, Venus, a planet of love, all right? Planet of love. Planet of a lot of things, but love, but also in Pisces, which is very sensitive, very creative, very romantic, okay? Now, this Valentine's Day, if you're into Valentine's Day, if you're here, if you celebrate Valentine's Day or whatever, that day and the day after are insanely good. All right, astrologically the planets are in really good placements. Now, funnily enough, the day after Valentine's Day is even more romantic. In fact, it is possibly February 15th is possibly one of the most best days for romance and love, not only for this year but for like the past few years. I'm not even joking. It's those 2 days. Watch out for it. We also have a full moon in Leo. All right, Taurus. Now, the reason why I say some of y'all may be finding your soulmates, or even if you're in a relationship, taking it to the next level with like engagement or proposal or whatnot, is because that full moon in Leo is in your 4th house, which is your domestic sector. Okay, relationships. All right. Some of y'all may have maybe moving in with partners. So if you're not here for love, by the way, this is still love toward your passions, love toward your friends, love toward your family, love toward your career, and what's really great is we're still in Aquarius season. That, all right? And Aquarius rules your 11th house of your social network, your community, but also your hopes and dreams. So when you add all of that up, just astrologically, when I say that soulmate energy, that twin flame energy, or even just meeting someone, again, if you're not here for love, just, you could, like best friend energy, right? Like new friends coming into your life. And then if you are here for career, finding that perfect job, finding the perfect colleagues, finding, the perfect boss, or, really elevating your status as well. All right. This is a beautiful month. As you know, if you are a subscriber, you would know that I leave all the key astrological dates in the description box. And if you're not a subscriber, wait till the end, because I also, for all my monthly readings, I pull cards for every week and I break down week by week what's going on. So if you want to take notes, if you want to put in your calendar, just to give you an idea, I do this in addition to the weekly readings that I do. So with that said, Taurus, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you for February 2023. Again, this is for Taurus, Sun, and Rising. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if you saw the thing that my yearly, I did an overview for every sign. Taurus, you know that you're about to enter your best year that you've had since 2011, okay? We're on the brink of that, all right? We're really setting it up. This is, February happens to be, coincidentally, February, everybody knows it's like, the month of love, like romance, stuff like that. Coincidentally, just astrologically, Venus is so active, Mercury is so active, okay? And then next month in March, the biggest month of 2023, and we'll get to that. I'll talk to it when we get to the March readings, but there's some major alignments happening. Major, once in a lifetime, okay? Once in a lifetime. But looking at this, oh, Taurus. I love this. I love this. Some of y'all are having babies. And some of y'all are that marriage energy. Gosh. Let's go ahead and get started. I love this for you. You got the Knight of Swords, okay? Uhtred, son of Uhtred. What can I say if you don't get that reference? Just think Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, right? Very bold, very courageous. Just quick decisions. The knights are so active. They're all on a mission for the queen. Swords, the mental suit, communication, decision making. Listen, he's going into the storm. That's how bold he is, all right? So I love this energy for you because this is coming from your past. This is you just like, let me get away from the BS. I'm over it. I'm over it. Now my life is starting now. I'm moving forward. Look at where that's brought you. All that confidence, all that boldness. You got the Empress. Taurus, you got the Empress in the heart of your spread. The Empress, this is your soul glorified in nature. This is the Empress, by the way, a goddess, okay? This isn't a priestess. This isn't a queen. This is the Empress, okay? This is epitome of pleasure. This is epitome of passion. This is in the heart of your spread. This is your February, okay? This is your very, very divine, like, feminine energy here. Love. You see the symbol of Venus on her stone-shaped heart, okay? Love, all right? She's also pregnant, by the way, all right? So 2 takeaways here. What some of y'all, this is a month where you're going to have babies. You are going to have babies because you did get the Page of Pentacles also in your future. And listen, let's just focus here real quick. One other thing, if you're not here for having babies, right? Or because, this does represent birth. But I want you to know, this is also birth of new things, birth of new ideas, birth of new passions. This is 3, okay? 3 is all about growth and advancement, but it's creation too. This is beautiful. This is going to be an amazing month for you. Taurus, I love you. I love you so much. I love that you got the Empress. Also, I want you to know that she is just, the Empress is everything. We love the Empress. Let me turn this light off, sorry. I don't know if you're getting this glare. Are you getting a glare? I don't know. Let me just see. Anyway, this is sensuality. This is sexuality. This is going to be a month of passion and love for you. I love that again. Listen, you got the 5 of Swords in your challenge area. Okay, so here's what I want you to know. When it's in the challenge area, that's technically the challenge area, right? But it's more, I call it the breakthrough area. You can see this is a battle has been, had here. Look, everyone's dropped their swords, all right? It's okay to drop your sword, but if you have to, okay? Now, here's the thing. This card really is all about choosing your battles wisely, all right? There could be some sort of conflict that comes up this month, and it could be a conflict that has to do with a lot of it just, the message that's coming through is ego, all right? And I'm not saying that in a bad way. We all have ego, right? We all have ego, but listen, there could be something that does come up where you're going to have to just, ask yourself, is this even worth getting involved in? Is this even worth, the battle? Ask yourself that question, okay? Because it could be something that's really emotionally charged. One thing here, you do see the sea, and it is a sea. A lot of people think it's like a wall because that blue, because it does look like a gladiator stadium, but it's not. It's a sea, and it's the water. Water represents emotion. So this is all about self-respect. This is all about self-dignity. If you do go into battle, and when I say go into battle, if you are going to have some sort of conflict, that you're aware of it, you might have to have an argument, you might have to, whether it's your landlord or your parent or a friend, there could be something that's going on there where it's just it might not, it's just you're going to have your defenses up or, even be on the offense. Choose your battles wisely. And then remember, if you do go into battle, what matters most is how you approach it and how you come out of it, okay? We always want to be a better version of ourselves, the better person in this situation. We don't want to be, we don't want to be sucked into someone else's like negative energy, right? So that's just, it's almost just more like a heads up if should that happen, because you have the Empress in the heart of your spread. You have all this abundance. You have all this just glorious, just love and passion and pleasure and for February. All right. So ask yourself that. All right. Is this worth it? Now you also got the Page of Swords. This is your second sword suit. Okay. This came up in your crown, and I love that it came up in your crown because remember what I said, the sword is a mental suit. Now the page is that newness, right? Pages are still in the royal court, even though they're really young. They're still in the royal court, meaning they're very, very powerful. All right. This page in particular, okay, this is almost like a message is trying to come through to you. All right. The pages are messengers, first of all. And then remember, the swords are the mental suit, the communication suit. So there is a message, and there's a lot of eagerness and enthusiasm with this card. And the Page of Swords is very spongy. Like, he really likes to like absorb information, and he wants that, but he also wants to learn, and he's just quick. He's quick. All right. And so I really love the Page of Swords came up in your crown. There is something new that you're trying to discover. There's something new this month that you may want to pursue. There's something, and again, there could be something message related. All right. You could get a message this month. All right, about something that let's just clarify it. Yeah, something about your passion, something about your work, listen, you got the 9 of Wands, all right? And so the 9 of Wands, this is really like resilient energy. This is like, remember how I said earlier, I'm done with the BS, I'm just moving forward. This is it. This is that resilience. I've gone through it. I've endured a lot. I can keep going. All right? I can keep going, but because what I value and all the passions that I care about, they're worth protecting. They're worth persevering. They're worth fighting for. Okay? Hold on to that energy. I love that. You got the 7 of Pentacles in the root of your spread. Now, listen, there is going to be for some Tauruses, like, you may be finding yourself at a point where you're two things. Some of y'all are going to feel like you're at a crossroads here in February. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? Especially with career, okay? Especially with career is the biggest message coming through, okay? You can see that he's raked in everything that he's worked for, right? Blood, sweat, and tears here, all right? He's taking a little break, okay? And so it's really good to take that break, because when you have that break, you have that moment of clarity, and you have that time to assess, am I on the right path? Is all this work that I've done, is it worth keeping going on? You know what I mean? So have that moment, okay? Now, I'm not telling anyone that they're on the wrong path, and I'm not telling anyone that they're in the wrong job. I'm just saying it could be a good time to question it, okay? Because it coming up in the root of your spread, right? We're talking root chakra here. Listen, it may be something this month that you may want to think about. Now, when I say that questioning, the next step, if you're on the right path, that's great. Maybe it's a good time to elevate, right? Maybe if you are at a job, let's say, you've been at the same job for 3 years, maybe now when you take this break, as he does, you ask yourself, hey, I have enough knowledge to launch my own business, or hey, maybe it's time I ask for a raise, or hey, maybe it's time I get a promotion, a new title. Take that moment to see how you can progress, okay? Take that moment. 2023, by the way, I love that you got, it is a year of 7, right? And so 7 is, the lucky 7, but 7, it really is, if you're into numerology, like introspection, right? That intellect. Now, listen, a lot of y'all, this is not going to have anything to do with career. When you look at what you've raked in, everything that you've worked for, this is you having invested, all right, into what's in your physical reality. So it could be a relationship, okay? It could be a home. It could be, whatever you put all your work, effort into, all right? So take that moment just to consider it, and don't take for granted clearly you've worked hard to get to this point, all right? Clearly you've worked hard, and just be very proud of yourself, all right? Be very proud of yourself. But look, with the Page of Pentacles in your future, come on. There is, hey, first of all, this is you. You know that, right? Page is earthbound. Pentacles are earthbound, all right? Double earth. But Page of Pentacles, very Taurus energy, all right? Now, what did I say about the pages? They bring in that new energy, that new opportunity. This is in your future. It looks like there's something coming in, all right? Something new coming in, all right? And so it's really good timing with the Seven of Pentacles in the root of your spread, all right? You can see him. Listen, he's also, out of all the pages, he really, really, really wants to learn. Look how obsessed he is with that pentacle. He wants to turn it into this, eventually become the King of Pentacles, right? He wants to just devote his life to this new thing, shiny new toy. He's like, how do I grow this? How do I make this, successful? How do I make this something that, not only monetize from, but really builds that world that I'm looking for, right? Something new's coming in. This is in your future area, all right? And look at you, another king. So this is like, honestly, with the King of Swords here, it is, oh gosh. Okay, first things first. You see that you've gotten 3 out of the 4 court cards in the sword suit, okay? A lot of mental clarity. A lot of communication, really facing your truths at this point. I don't know if I said earlier in the reading, in February, Venus is very active, but Mercury, the planet of communication, is very active too. And no, it's not retrograde. It's actually in a really good placement. Mercury is going into Aquarius. I think it's the second week of February, which is great. But listen, this is very powerful. Swords are very powerful, all right? And all up here. Now, Jupiter in Aries, by the way, is in your 12th house of your subconscious, okay? And so you are already, possibly processing a lot that's going on in your life, okay? But you have newness coming in, something that is going to enrich your life. And it brings this clarity, all right? It brings this clarity. The King of Swords is, he has his head above the clouds, and he's all about power. He's all about authority. And if you want to talk about the synchronicity of what's going on astrologically, kings are fixed, okay? Swords are air. They're the air element. What is the fixed air element? It's Aquarius, and we are in Aquarius season, and we just came out of that new moon in Aquarius, and this is bringing that clarity that you need, that power and authority, all right? This is amazing, Taurus. You're amazing. This is an awesome spread. Listen, by the way, if you like this reading, it would be great if you subscribe, leave some comments. I love comments. If you're not a commenter, I love emojis. Even if you just leave a period or a comma. I've never gotten that, actually. Maybe that'll make me smile too. Anyway, and if you're a subscriber, I love you so much, Taurus. I love you. I love my Tauruses. Thanks so much for being here with me every week. You really make my day. Let's get to your stuff. Taurus, look at you. Look at you. Okay, come on. We're going to get through this. Listen, 8 of Pentacles. Come on. Remember what I said. You've definitely been working hard, okay? This is affirmation with it, obviously we all do math here. You got the 7 of Pentacles in the root of your spread. The first card in your staff, you got the 8 of Pentacles, okay? This is someone who is so laser focused, someone who is so true to his passions, to really working hard to just build his legacy at this point, all right? Listen, this is almost like the career energy here is pretty strong, but this is saying that a lot of y'all at this point in your life in February will it's almost like, even through all this abundance, even through all this newness coming through, there's still a part of you that is just like, is focused, laser focused on building your legacy, on building your career, on building, whatever is going to bring you that joy, right? That satisfaction, okay? And that feeling of accomplishment and feeling of reward when you've gotten to that point where you've made it. Like, I've made it, everything's great. And I love that. And stay focused, okay? And I say that because you got the devil, all right? Now, came in your external factors area, there's going to be something that's going to try to tempt you, try to pull you away, all right? And so don't let it, okay? The devil represents everything that we would think that the devil represents, our shadow self. It's also like our vices, our addictions. The most cliches are, drugs and alcohol. But I want you to know addiction comes in a lot of different forms, all right? If you're, scrolling through your iPhone all day on social media, hey, that's an addiction. You're not getting anything done. If you're binge watching, The Witcher all day and not being productive, you're not working on that book that you started, you're not working on that website that you want to launch. That's devil energy, but it does go deeper, right? It's, sometimes bad patterns and habits that we're just stuck with, but with it coming your external factors area, there is something that is going to tempt you, okay? And just don't listen, don't fall for that trap, because it is a trap, and what it's going to do is just going to suck all that energy out of you. I call the devil the energy vampire. You can even see the bat wings here. He's just going to suck all that energy out of you, and you don't need that for this month. Look at that. You got the star. So don't fall into that temptation. Don't get, and listen, here's the thing. Before I even get to this star, one thing I want to point out, you can see the people that are chained to the devil. The chains are loose, okay? These people represent you. You can break free from the chains. In order to break free from the chains, you have to know what are those chains, right? So just be very aware of, because it came up in the part of your spread that it's not... it's really something is going to try to tempt you, all right? It might try to throw you off your game, all right? But just don't let it, okay? Just be aware of that moment when that moment happens, and then you have the star, okay? Not only did you get the King of Swords, which represent Aquarius, this is the card of Aquarius, okay? The star is ruled by Aquarius, and the star is your hopes and dreams. Remember I said that Venus in Pisces is in your 11th house of your hopes and dreams. And then Aquarius, oh, did I say this earlier? I could have messed it up. It's really, really early. I haven't had my tea, my coffee. Aquarius is in your 10th house, by the way, okay? And that is your house of career, public achievements, public recognition. What that means is that there is a lot of activity with a career in February, okay? And this is ruled by Aquarius, all right? Now, Venus in Pisces, your ruling planet in Pisces, is in your house of your hopes and dreams, okay? So this is really synchronotic with what's happening astrologically. This is faith, all right? This is trusting everything's working. You can see the stars aligning for you, all right? And you can see there are 8 pointed stars, all right? So that's strength there, right? Think about the strength card, which is 8. And then you see the water bearer, the symbol of Aquarius, pouring that knowledge, water knowledge, onto the land as well. There's a lot of balance here, but pouring it onto that land, that's abundance in your reality, all right? Because you see that it's working, all right? All that greenery, it's becoming lush. I love this for you. Oh my goodness. You're good. You're really good. Now, you also got the death card, which is great. This is indicating that you do want to go through this transformational process. You're just ready for all that quicksand energy from the past few months. Even I think your last week, there was actually, you did get the 7 of Swords here, but listen, with the death card, where it's in the heart of your spread, there's almost like, it's funny because it's like you have this huge, if there's anything that you want this month, it's to just start this new chapter. But then there's also that fear that comes with starting that new chapter. So focus more on all that optimism of all this newness, okay? All this beauty, like you have the Empress in the heart of your spread, you have the Page of Pentacles, you have the King of Swords, and then you have this Devil energy that you're definitely going to get rid of, right? And then the Star, hopes and dreams. You're come on. It's almost like it's putting you on this, path of destiny that you belong on. This is amazing, okay? Now, death is just, remember, it's just a transformational process. Death is just a point in time. So you're looking for that new cycle to start, all right? And it is starting to start. Now, you did get the Seven of Swords, and if I remember correctly, this was in the heart of your spread for last week, right? Was it the heart of your spread? But it was in your spread, okay? So this is your final outcome. Now, the main message here is for you to just not run away from anything that you have to face. That's the biggest message here. All right? Look at all these swords. Look at all these swords, all right? Now, with a Seven of Swords, this is like the lying, cheating, stealing card, okay? When it comes in your final outcome, with the way that everything else is arranged in your spread, it's just saying, don't run away from anything now, okay? Don't run away from anything, okay? Confront this Devil energy that comes through and just don't fall into its temptation, because look at how everything is lined up for you, all right? Now, again, when I say don't run away from anything, this is really facing your truth, okay? Because when you run away from it, it's what is it? Like if you run from it, you're not really running, right? You're still there. Or anything that you're running away from, it's still going to be there, right? You have to face it, all right? So face that truth. And I think there was like some self-sabotage energy before. That's what is the self-sabotage, is when you don't face your truth, okay? Now, there could also be, listen, what I was going to say is that there could also be someone that's doing something to you that's very underhanded, that's very sneaky, that's, you're like lying, cheating, stealing. Now, verified you got the Lovers, all right? So, you got the Lovers card with this clarifying the Seven of Swords. So there could be someone that is cheating on you or lying to you or doing something underhanded. And if they are, I'm really sorry, because that sucks, right? Nobody likes that. I've been in those situations. But this is saying the Lovers is everything that you would think that the Lovers represents. I mean, this is love and, relationships, but even platonic too, okay? We can't forget, like, this is like those BFFs and, our squad or whatnot. But listen, here's the thing. With the Seven of Swords here, you're going to have to make a choice, okay? It's almost like some of y'all know some people are in your life are doing something that's probably behind your back and you're not confronting it. And that has to do a lot with you not facing your truths, okay? But listen, the Lovers, come on. You can see Archangel Raphael. He's the one who's actually gifting the love, right? All that love in this card, powered by the sun, all right? It's up to you to decide what to do with it, all right? Up to you to decide what to do with it. This is a card of choices. Now, the last thing I'm going to point out to you, Taurus, look, come on. You got the only two cards. Listen, you see the Devil mocking Archangel Raphael here, right? So, which do you prefer, right? Which do you prefer? I really want you to have this beautiful outcome. So face that truth that you need to, and it might be just that. That's, especially with the Devil in your external factors area, it could be that energy that's, tempting you to do, not confront it. All right? And it could be just, something that you are just casually, you just let things get by all the time, but not this time, Taurus, not this time. You want that love. You want that love. And once you face that truth, if you are not in a relationship, you will have options, okay? You will have options. I love that First of all, Mars is in Gemini, okay? Mars in Gemini. The Lover's card is ruled by Gemini, okay? Remember, Gemini is the twin, so there could be two options here in terms of love, all right? Because Mars is direct. Mars in Gemini is in the second house, which you rule, all right? Value. I love that. Listen, I love that. Even money. If money is a thing for you, I don't want you to run away from anything that has to do with like your salary if you have to make a decision about that. But let's go ahead and pull a card a week. Let's see. The first week of February, listen, Taurus, this is when I said the fourth house, okay? All that full moon in Leo is in your fourth house in your domestic sector, which has to do with the relationships, okay? This is a very harmonious full moon. I love the alignment of the planets. I love where Saturn is placed. It brings that stability. So, the first week, you got the Three of Swords. You're getting a lot of sword cards here, okay? Now, here's the thing. This is, like I said, this has to do with, this is heartache, right? This is a little bit of grief. What I want you to know is even though it is the heartbreak card, you can see this really enlarged heart pierced by three swords, all right? And all this storminess and rain. Not a great card. Not a great card. I'm not going to lie, all right? So you may have a little bit of heartache, but that comes with these moments of facing the truth. It comes with these moments of these big, powerful new beginnings and something that's just trying to tempt you out of facing the truth or being true to yourself or, kind of like pulling you in a direction where it's probably not in your best interest to be. All right. So I don't even want you to feel that it's going to be something. I don't want you to think that it's like a long lasting feeling. Okay. Because that's the energy that's coming up. It comes with those moments. All right. Just having those moments where we're going to have to make some confrontations. Again, choose your battles wisely is a big message, but remember, don't let any of this is all part of life. And I want to remind you, as I do in all my readings, well, most of them, when you get this card particularly, is that we're human beings, okay? We have a range of feelings for a reason, okay? There's a reason why, whatever you believe in, whether it's God or the universe, there's a reason why we weren't built as robots, okay? We were meant to feel, and sometimes those feelings will not be good, and sometimes we will have heartache, okay? But it's through those moments where we become stronger, where we grow, where we learn a lot about ourselves, about other people, where we become better versions of ourselves. So it is those moments. I always say sometimes you have to see the darkness to see the light, okay? And all I'm saying is that there is going to be a moment this month where you may have to make you have to face some truth and some actively though, right? Do it, if you have to make some confront some people, if you have to call somebody out on something, just remember the very beginning thing that I said this reading with the Five of Swords in your breakthrough area. It's how you approach it, okay? Have you seen the show Cheaters, where they come up and they they fight and like, you were cheating, no. Have a civil conversation like, okay, listen, I'm just concerned that, I feel like maybe I have this suspicion or how you do you, but just be, very practical about it. And the biggest takeaway is, as long as you did your best, you're going to feel fine, okay? As long as you did your best, you're going to feel fine, all right? Now, the second week of February, The biggest thing is Mercury going into Aquarius, all right? So this is when we're really thinking outside the box, all right? I love Mercury in Aquarius, okay? Mercury in Aquarius is great. It's really, really just, thinking progressively now, really pushing the envelope for the greater good. Remember, Aquarius is the sign of the humanitarian, right? But there's Venus is sextiling Uranus too. A lot of moments of unexpected love and romance happening around that time, okay? Even creative moments too. So let's see what's going on for you. You have the Ten of Swords. Now, listen, this card may look grim, but this is actually really good coming after the Three of Swords, all right? This is amazing because 10 is the end of the suit. So all these swords piercing this person, and it looks like this heartache card, right? It's not just heartache, it's gone through it all. This is true burnout. This is feeling backstabbed. This is feeling that, it's I can't go any further, but this is the card of new dawn. And so what does that mean? It means these dark clouds are actually clearing to let the sun come through. This man's hand gesture, I don't know if I've told you this. I don't know if I've said this in your reading. Taurus rules the Hierophant. His hand gesture is that of the Hierophant. Okay? I love that synchronicity here. All right? And the Hierophant is all about that deep sacred wisdom. All right? So it's almost like rebirth energy. So what this is saying is by the second week of February, if you've had any sort of heartbreak, if there's something that just really affected you emotionally, learn from it, grow from it, become wiser from it, all right? Really understand why it happened, because you need to have those moments to have this rebirth, okay? And again, you don't want to bring that into that next chapter, especially when you have the Empress in the heart of your spread, all right? So let's get to the third week. Oh gosh. Valentine's Day, the moon in Aries, Mars is, the alignment with Jupiter is amazing. Really great day for love, but this February 15th is actually the real Valentine's Day. That's when Venus is conjuncting Neptune, okay? Venus and Neptune are in Pisces. So it is one of the best days of love, romance, creativity, not even for this year, but from the past few years. All right? Past few years. This is a wonderful day. And then this sun, at the end of the week, we go into Pisces seasons. We have that new moon in Pisces, which is absolutely amazing. Again, that's in your 11th house of hopes and dreams, but also your social network. So really, really, shout from the rooftops, whatever you are doing. I mean, put it out there, everything that you're passionate about. And you've got the Four of Pentacles. So this is really great because the Four of Pentacles, four is all about order. It's all about, structure and stability, okay? And so this is you building that structure and stability in your life, okay? After coming from this, perfect, okay? Especially with finances, but I don't want you to think that, it's all about money and wealth here, okay? I want you to think of wealth in all areas of your life, okay? Pentacles are earthbound, so that represents our physical world, our physical realm, our physical reality, all right? So really building that world that you want, all right, for yourself, putting order, structure, stability into it. But a lot of Pisces, a lot of Taurus, it will be money related. It will be putting finances in order, okay? Just really, tax season here in the U.S. is in April. So, that, absolutely makes sense. But, but going beyond that too, right? Going beyond that, especially with all this new stuff coming into your life. Oh my goodness, that completely correlates to what's happening here. Now, the last week, Venus is entering Aries. I love that. That's, we love Venus in Pisces, but Venus in Aries, a little bit more of a bold approach, more, think about Aries like that leadership energy. I love the Mercury squaring Uranus, Mercury trining Mars. That's a big week with Mercury. Really just a week to just, again, shout from the rooftops. You're just be proud of all your achievements. And again, there are going to be new things coming into your life this month, all right? So be very proud of that. And then, boom. You got the Fool. When I say you are going to have new beginning, like, this is just affirmation here, all right? The Fool, listen, as we know, this is just embarking on this new journey. When you see the Fool, first of all, I want you to think of the word Full as well, okay? Because this is fullness of life. This is him seeking that fullness in life. This is all about opportunity, optimism. There's a lot of innocence to this card. 0, right? There's nothing before 0, all right? So it's almost starting on a clean slate, okay? Remember, you got that here with the 10 of Swords, that rebirth energy, all right? And now you have the Fool. So you have a loaded month, Taurus. You have a loaded month. There's a lot going on here, but at the end of the day, even though, listen, we have challenges every day. Every human being has challenges every day. Nothing new, right? Nothing new. And again, it's how you approach those challenges, how you come out of those challenges that matter the most. What you learn from it, how you grow from it, how you become a better person. And looking at your spread, you're having you're getting exactly what you want. You got the Death card, all right? So you're having this transformational moment. The underlying message for all of February, you're gonna have this passion, this pleasure. You're gonna just be, everything's gonna be freaking wonderful. Everything's gonna be freaking wonderful. There may be something that you may find out that you may have to face some truths, okay? And it may have to do with a couple, relationship, okay? It may have to do even with a friendship or even with, a colleague. And, you may have to have a decision on whether you stay with them or move forward. And that may bring a little bit of heartbreak, but remember, that brings in all this newness that you needed and that you wanted, all right? You got the Star, your hopes and dreams aligning. You got the Page of Pentacles in your future with the King of Swords. You've got the Empress in the heart of your spread. You have an amazing month. There's just going to be that you're going to have to face a little bit of truth, okay? Face a little bit of truth, and that is what's going to set you free, I mean, do you want to feel empowered or powerless? You want to feel empowered, right? And this is this reading is really all about you being liberated, okay? Not limited, liberated. I love this for you, Taurus. You're amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, if you're new to my channel, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. And if you are a subscriber, I love you. I will see you next month. Next week. Sorry. Next week. It is really early. I'm going to go get some green tea. Actually, that's how I'm feeling today because I'm wearing green. All right. I'll see you next week. Bye.